So time to check on the two teams, and for Dublin it's a team with a largely familiar ring about it. The main worry, of course, in the full back line, Dermot Deasy missing the match because of injury. Paddy Moore named at full back with Tyrone Walsh and Keith Galvin for company, although as we heard there it may well be that Tyrone Walsh will step into the centre to mark Peter Canavan. As usual, Charlie Redmond wears number 13 but will play top of the left, while further interchange is expected between Paul Clarke and Dessie Farrell on that half forward line. So the beginning of the parade, a proud moment for both teams. Art McCrory and Eugene McKenna, the joint managers, resist the temptation to make any changes, so it's as you were from the Ulster final and indeed the All-Ireland semi. Fergal Logan continuing his partnership in midfield with Jody Gormley, while Kieran Loughlin remains at wing forward and Stephen Lawn confirmed at top of the left. The Lawns are twins, the Canavans brothers, while the Devlins are just related in sport, and a little quest for All-Ireland medals as well. The Canal End belongs to the fans from Tyrone, but if you look right around the ground here, they are very, very well supported. So referee Paddy Russell poised to start this final. Dessie Farrell goes into centre half forward. That's no great surprise. So now who will it be? Dublin looking for their 22nd All-Ireland title. Tyrone looking for a first. Paul Beelan stumbling. Pascal Canavan's in straight away. Peter Canavan here opting to kick it from the hands. He missed a few in the semi-final with that same tactic, but this one is absolutely perfect. So that free by Peter Canavan gives the Ulster champions the lead. Back from Dinky McBride to Logan. Jim Gavin going back, goal side, prods it away. Comes to Canavan, Peter Canavan. His brother just alongside him. Here's Jody Gormley. That's a great start for Tyrone, and Jody Gormley takes over their third point. Well, they were slow to settle, as we know, against Cork, and then showed a maturity. Keith Barr across towards Dessie Farrell. Dessie against Faye Devlin. That's an awkward angle, but he makes very little of it. Des Farrell gets his first point, and Dublin take the lead for the first time. So here's a chance once again for Peter Canavan.
I noticed Peter is starting to kick quite a number of the balls from the ground today. He kicked most of them from his hands in the semi-final. That's true. I think this is a very wise tactic.
And that's another wonderful kick. Side level yet again. 4 points for Peter Canavan. 5 points apiece. It certainly is a seesaw battle, as they say. Dublin then with their noses just in front. Paul Beelan kicked into the inside forward line, and here's Jason Sherlock on a favourable touch that time. Still Sherlock, and he'll complete the race. He's in! It's Charlie Redmond who scored, injuring himself in the process. He'll make light of that. There was just a little misunderstanding in the Tyrone backline. Jason Sherlock in initially, and Charlie, who's had many disappointments in All-Ireland finals, he was in here. Watch Jason Sherlock just touch it forward under the falling body of McConnell, and in came Charlie, and he was not going to be stopped. Well, a bit like a rugby player racing for the line. Just saw the white of the line, in he came, as if his life depended upon it. He made it his. Paul Curran setting up another attack with Paul Clarke roaming all over the field. Back to Curran once again. Kieran Corr in vain pursuit, but here's Curran. He's a marvellous footballer, embellishing a wonderful performance in this final with his first point, and Dublin now lead by double scores. 3 minutes to go to the break. So here's perhaps the start of the comeback. Needs to be on target and is. 6 points for Peter Canavan from Eric O'Tyrone, taking the acclaim of the Tyrone fans. 4 points between the teams. I think that's what the referees decided. Charlie collided there initially with Fergal Logan, then an attempted headbutt.
There's so much at stake here, you know, for Dublin today, and they're going to really go at it now from here in.
Having a chat with Willie O'Mahony, who's also the standby referee. He's gone back to talk to Charlie Redmond again. Did he in fact send him off a few minutes ago, and Charlie continued? This is very confusing. I've never seen anything like this in an All-Ireland final. I think he has sent him off. So Dublin are indeed down to 14 players.
I'm telling you now, Tyrone, that this will further up to Dublin now, where the softer team, often play better when they are down to 14 men.
Well, you know what happened in '83.
It's a big misfortune, of course.
But Tyrone now have the chance. 3 points behind. Paul Devlin kicks it into Peter Canavan. Lovely turn by Canavan. And the tight control not quite tight enough. Back there's Paul Beelan. What a match he's playing. Here's Jim Gavin. So now it's up to the 14 men of Dublin to roll up the sleeves. Kieran Corr. In '83, it finished 12 against 14. Good ball inside there. Kieran Walsh goes down. John O'Leary making the save. Well, I have to say, Mick O'Dwyer, I can never recall an incident like that where a player stayed on for about 3 minutes after he was effectively sent off.
Yeah, I thought he...
Paul Curran, 13 minutes left. Touchdown by Seamus McCallum. Follows it on himself. Now the loose player we were telling you about, who is Paul Devlin. He's the extra man. Ooh, hops a high one there from Paul Beelan. We've now played 3 minutes of added time. There can't be much more. Dublin lead by a point. Keith Barr kicks it, and Dublin are the All-Ireland champions of 1995. They did hang on. They were down to 14 men after goal scorer Charlie Redmond was sent off in somewhat bizarre circumstances. Pat O'Neill has finally triumphed. So Sam Maguire finally rests by the Liffey. By just a point, however. Dublin won 10, Tyrone 12 points. The Bank of Ireland Football Championship is won by Dublin. Biddy Early is resting happy in the heavens with Biddy Mulligan. Dublin take a 22nd title.